Paul Perot, the Detour CEO. 9 unexpected turns on the road to leadership success. Most people picture professional success as a straight climb, one rung at a time, steadily up the ladder. But real life rarely works that way. Careers are full of twists, turns, and unexpected detours. Those detours can feel like setbacks, but more often, they're the very experiences that hone your resilience, sharpen your skills, and prepare you for opportunities you couldn't have otherwise imagined. If you've ever wondered whether you're on the right path, you're not alone. The truth is, there isn't one surefire route to leadership or professional fulfillment. What really matters is how intentional you are with each decision along the way. When you ground yourself in your values, embrace bold choices, consistently add value, and prepare thoughtfully for transitions, even the most unexpected detours become stepping stones to growth and impact. Leadership isn't about chasing titles or garnering recognition. It's about showing up fully, making meaningful contributions, and leaving things better than you found them. It's about clarity of purpose, connecting with the right people, and letting each twist in the journey refine your skills, your influence, and your character. In this blink, you'll learn how to keep the main thing, always be adding, be bold and evolve, and prepare for departures. Each section will show you how to turn detours into defining moments, helping you navigate the road to leadership success with intention, resilience, and impact. Let's get going. Keep the main thing. Before you can lead others, you need to lead yourself. And that starts with knowing what matters most to you. True leadership comes from understanding who you are, clarifying your values, and letting them guide your decisions and actions. You need to keep the main thing, and put your own priorities first. That's how you stop chasing roles for conditional validation and start building a holistic life that's more sustainable and aligned with your purpose. A key mindset shift is remembering that your job doesn't define you. Your professional title may inform most of your day, but your identity transcends those 8 or 8+ hours. Take a moment to list 4 or 5 core values and qualities you want others to associate with you. Then consider whether you display those values and qualities as readily outside of work as in. This simple filter can act as a North Star when your career is going unbelievably and unbearably alike. Protecting your clarity is just as crucial as defining it. In today's always-on world, boundaries are mission critical. Practical strategies, like silencing work notifications after a certain hour, blocking off personal time on your calendar, or creating no-work zones at home, help you focus on the right thing at the right time. Equally vital is developing a holistic view of yourself. Rather than box you in, strengths assessments and personality profiles can be used as tools to deepen self-awareness. Understanding your natural inclinations and patterns makes it easier to recognize where you can add the most value, whether to your team, your partner, or your local community. Remember, leadership isn't just about work. Don't neglect the family business. Your priority people who keep you grounded. That could be a spouse and children, extended relatives, or a chosen family of close friends. How you show up with them reflects your values far more than any annual or quarterly report. Active listening, empathy, and patience in these spaces strengthen the same skills you need to lead effectively at work. Watch out for pitfalls like pride, busyness, or chasing external validation. All 3 can quietly but quickly pull you away from what matters most. Setting intentional expectations with both your family and work ensures your priorities stay clear, even when detours arise. Keeping the main thing doesn't mean narrowing your life, but expanding your awareness. By staying centered in your values and the relationships that give you strength, you can navigate the road to leadership with greater perspective and resilience. Always be adding. Once you've clarified who you are and what matters most, the next challenge is putting that identity into action. Leadership isn't just about holding a position, but about what you contribute day after day. A simple question to ask yourself is, wherever you are right now, are you adding? Adding value means going beyond meeting expectations. It means spotting opportunities others miss and stepping in to make things easier. Maybe that looks like offering insight to advance a conversation or volunteering your expertise for a project that's stalling. When you approach work with this mindset, you stop competing for space and instead become the person others look to because everything you touch improves. One way to expand your ability to add value is by thinking like a generalist. Specialists often stay in their lane, but generalists see the big picture. They connect dots across departments, spot blind spots, and identify promising synergies. Think back on your career journey to date. What experiences have given you a wider lens? What skills could you build now to broaden your perspective even further? The more holistic your view, the easier it becomes to find places where your contribution truly moves the needle. It's also worth remembering that no experience is wasted. Every job, every project, and every task, glamorous or gritty, holds lessons you can carry forward. That job you disliked, that tough cross-functional project, and even those tedious assigned tasks still add to your reservoir of skills and professional wisdom. Proactively consolidating and applying those lessons in your current context will make your contributions richer and you more versatile. But the story doesn't end with adding value. How you work matters just as much. It's easy to confuse busyness with productivity, especially in knowledge work, but working harder in the right way is what multiplies your impact. That means directing your energy toward the tasks that only you can do, the tasks that draw on your strengths and materially move the mission forward. It also means eliminating distractions, compartmentalizing your time, and resisting the urge to wear busyness as a badge of honor. At its core, a strong work ethic is mission-driven. When you anchor your effort to a bigger purpose, you guard against burnout and keep your energy fresh. Working smarter doesn't mean working less, but working in a way that sustains you and amplifies your output. Always adding through ideas, transferable skills, and purposeful effort can turn every detour into an opportunity to deepen your journey. By showing up with value and aligning your work ethic with purpose, you don't just do the job, you elevate it. Be bold and evolve. Clarity and contribution will take you far, but boldness is what will take you to the next level. Growth rarely happens in comfort zones. The leaders who stand out are the ones who take calculated risks and continue evolving, even when the path forward feels uncertain. Taking a chance doesn't mean saying yes to everything that comes your way. The best opportunities are those that align with your values and long-term vision. Before you leap, pause to think ahead. Do you have the information you need to make this choice? What will your future look like if you follow this path? And perhaps most importantly, are you prepared to live with the changes it could bring? Chances become easier to recognize and leverage when you make use of the resources around you. Mentors, peers, and industry networks all serve to expand your field of vision. They can help you weigh decisions wisely and spot openings you might otherwise overlook. Similarly, when indecision sets in, you don't want to overthink in isolation. Talking things through with trusted voices can reveal strengths you've underestimated and remind you of the value you bring. Of course, fear will frequently try to step in at these moments, but fear is a poor advisor. It exaggerates risks and extinguishes your desire to grow. Instead of letting it dictate your choices, use your values as the filter to distinguish between genuine concerns and unnecessary doubts. As for your boldness, it needs to be directed toward your evolution rather than for its own sake. Without fresh challenges and continued learning, complacency creeps in and progress stalls. That's why consistently upgrading your skills is vital. Don't wait for someone else to point out where you need to grow. Seek out opportunities to stretch yourself professionally. Stay alert to industry shifts, explore emerging tools, and challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone. The world won't stop evolving, and neither should you. There are three main routes to growth: formal learning through classes and courses, peer and mentor guidance, and the irreplaceable, although often painful lessons of firsthand experience. By weaving all three together, you build a cycle of continual development that keeps you climbing rather than coasting. Being bold and evolving is about saying yes to the right risks, resisting stagnation, and embracing every chance to grow. Each step expands your capacity, further preparing you for the inevitable detours still ahead. Prepare to depart. Every journey eventually reaches a junction, and leadership is no different. Whether it's shifting roles, leaving an organization, or stepping into an entirely new season of life, the way you prepare for departures can either lead to new opportunities or create unnecessary setbacks. First step is readiness. Before moving on, ask yourself why this change matters and where it could take you. Do you have the time and resources to finish well? Are you leaving things in good shape for those who will carry the work forward? Departures done in haste or resentment can burn bridges, while thoughtful ones cement your reputation. Preparation also means signaling clearly and explicitly. That will likely involve tough but necessary conversations with colleagues, bosses, and family members about your intentions. These talks don't just help create smooth transition plans, they surface risks and rewards you might not have considered. By opening a dialogue early, you give others the time and clarity they need to adapt. As you approach a departure, it's important to check potential blind spots. Conditions around you can shift quickly, and what looks like the right move today might need a slight adjustment tomorrow. Keep your head up and your perspective wide, ensuring the timing is right for your next step. Equally crucial are your reserves of physical and mental stamina. Big transitions are demanding, and if you're depleted, you risk doing more harm than help to yourself and others. Building routines that support your well-being, whether through rest, exercise, or more defined personal boundaries, ensures you can move into the next chapter at your best. Of course, preparing to depart doesn't only mean movement for you. Part of healthy leadership is helping others step up. That might mean training your successor, mentoring a promising new hire, or simply being a sounding board for your peers. Mentorship in this sense doesn't require a formal program. It just asks you to notice talent, encourage growth, and offer perspective when needed. Doing all of this well requires three kinds of awareness. Self-awareness grounds you in your own strengths and limits. Emotional awareness ensures you understand the fears and hopes of those around you. And situational awareness enables you to see how influence flows within a team or organization. Tuning into each in the lead-up to your departure will help cultivate stability instead of anxiety. Ultimately, every departure has the potential to add to your legacy. Strive to leave every team and environment better than you found it. When you take the time to finish strong, signal with clarity, and invest in others, you transform endings into powerful new beginnings for yourself and for everyone who follows. In this Blink to the Detour CEO by Paul Perot, you've learned that when you lead with purpose, presence, and intention, the inevitable detours en route to leadership success won't be obstacles. They'll be defining moments that shape a legacy of contribution and resilience. Real leadership is less about chasing job titles or climbing the ladder, and more about how you navigate the unexpected twists and turns life sends your way. The most meaningful growth comes when you know who you are, stay true to your values, and treat every detour as a chance to add value, take bold steps, and evolve. It comes when you show up fully, helping others succeed, and preparing thoughtfully for the transitions ahead, all while staying connected to your priority people and principles. Focus on the things that matter most. Keep learning and leave every interaction and environment better than you found it. When you do, even the most surprising detour can become an opportunity to consolidate your impact and influence. Okay, that's it for this Blink. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can, please take the time to leave us a rating. We always appreciate your feedback. See you in the next Blink.